It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Well, hello, everybody. My name's Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday evening live stream. Coming up on the show, we're going to play a game. I'm going to eat something, drink some coffee, go over some sports scores. What else? Top 15 list. But before we do any of that, I want to celebrate the first 3 people that made their way into the chat for this live stream. So let's see if this works. It does. All right. Here we go. Ooh, okay. We've got a gold medal winner that was here at 3:35 a.m. Paul Eichenlaub is our gold medal winner. Lisa and the crew of It's Joey's World is our silver medal winner at 6:32 a.m. And Donna Jaworski wins the bronze at 12:30 this afternoon, lunchtime. Congratulations, you 3. Certainly deserving of the phony medals that you won't be getting, but I say that you will be. They're more, it's, never mind. Mark Langenkamp, welcome in. Oh, that's interesting. Missed it. Had the gold, but fell off the podium. Do I have a, no. I don't have the proper sound effect for that. Mr. Fulton Mraz, welcome in. Richard, hello to you. Noah, good to see you. D&G Explorers are here. Thank you for being here. Movie Mania Nick, hello. I am going against Nick in our fantasy football league this coming up weekend. One of the matchups I have. So best of luck to me. Who else is here? Michelle the Quilter, hello to you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I guess I'm caught up. All right. Can you hear that? There's something going on. Last week, the past 2 weeks, I've been talking about this Halloween decor item available at Lowe's. And it was they looked like books on a shelf. They were Haunted Mansion, Disney's Haunted Mansion themed. And they moved. You press a button on there, and they moved. And last week I told you that I was going to get it for the show, and it was nowhere to be found in the 150-mile radius around the More Sunshine Please Tuesday evening live stream studios. The closest place was somewhere in Georgia. I ain't going there for that. But my mom was watching, and apparently it was available at a Lowe's near her. So there they are. Now the camera, I don't know what's going on. I've got a loose connection. You're going to see it flash, and it's hanging by a thread. I don't know what's going on. But you see, there they are. Right there. There they are. I don't know if you can hear. I'll try to move the microphone closer, but I don't think it's going to be very good. Anyway, it's playing Grim Grinning Ghosts. And not only is there a button on that leftmost, that green book there, there's a sensor. So there's a switch on the bottom. You can switch it to on, where you have to press that button to get the books to move. Or there's a little sensor underneath that button. If you switch it to sensor, well, that's what happens. So if I move at all, let's not. There we go. Okay. It seemed like I didn't even have to do that before, and the books were going off. But it's very cool. So, Mom, thank you so much for the gift. Made me happy. Very cool. All right. So, it's set to sensor, so those will be going off every time I get too close. Anytime I make a movement to my right, maybe. We'll see. Jay Nashville, welcome in. How are you? Dean, hello to you. And Noah's here. Hello, Noah. All right. So that's that. There they are. From Regions Beyond by Madame Leota. Awesome. So that's going to be there for the next 2 months. There it is. It just happened. I moved like that, and there it is. Okay, we don't have to. What's coming up now? Oh, I gotcha. Here we go. It's time for some football scores. Florida State University played on Labor Day evening, and let's see how they fared. Oh, that's not it. That's not it at all. What am I doing? Oh, the book's got me going crazy. There it is. Florida State didn't play so well last night. They lost to Boston College. Florida State was ranked 10th in the country. Boston College unranked. And Boston College took it to them. Oh, there's somebody at my door. Hi. Oh, thank you. Returning my phone. I did, thank you. See ya. Cell phone delivery. So where am I? Okay, that's not me. That is not me. That's me. Yeah, Florida State doesn't look so good. They're 0-2. They lost their first 2 games of the season and are effectively out of the college football playoffs. Anyway, I mean, they're not out, but they're out. What do I say? You know, last year I followed 3 football teams. Florida State University, University of Michigan, and the Detroit Lions, and they all had amazing years. Michigan and Florida State went undefeated in the regular season. It was unbelievable. It was remarkable. And this year, Florida State, although we were told they had a great team, they don't have a great team. Actually, watching them, they dropped a lot of passes. The quarterback missed some easy throws. The defense cannot stop the run. Anyway, enough about that. They are a few tweaks, and they can get right on track. So, while I was bummed to watch that game last night, all hope is not lost. Anyway. All right. What's next? Here we go. Oh, okay. Speaking of Michigan, they fared a little bit better, but not great. they did beat the Bulldogs of Fresno State 30-10. It started out kind of rough. They've got a brand new head coach, brand new quarterbacks. 17 or 18 of their players from last year are now in the NFL. It's a different team, and perhaps they'll gel and things will improve. But it wasn't as easy a victory as fans had hoped for. And what are you going to do? They won the national championship last year, so if they don't win it this year, whatever. Who cares? They won last year. All right, what else is going on sports-wise? Oh, yeah, one more. Where is it? There we go. Every time I go to that laptop. There we go. There's the Detroit Tigers.
We're all behind our baseball team. Go get 'em, Tigers.
Surf Bum, welcome in.
World Series bound, picking up steam.
Detroit is doing all right. I gotta stop. That song's too long. They are, as of right now, one game above 500. They haven't been above 500. They hadn't been. Once they eclipsed the 500 mark, it was the first time since early June. Anyway, they're fighting for a wild card berth in the playoffs. On the screen in front of you, you see at the top the 3 American League division leaders, New York, Cleveland, Houston. And then the next 3 teams are the current wild card holders there. They're the ones, if the season ended right now, would make the playoffs with a wild card berth. Detroit just took 2 of 3 from Boston, so that helped. They traveled to San Diego yesterday. They played and they lost. They were shut out, but they made a cross-country flight, and they have the day off today, though. I guess they played Monday, which would normally be a rest after a travel day. But the Padres asked if they could play Monday and take Tuesday off, and I guess they agreed to it or something like that. Anyway, 5 games out and a whole month of baseball to go, or the better part of a month of baseball to go. So, it's exciting. Anyway, that's that. And this week coming up, my Detroit Lions play Sunday night at 8:20 against the Los Angeles Rams, who they beat in the playoffs last year. So it should be a good game. The more I watch of people talking about the NFL, the more people I hear saying the Detroit Lions are going to make it to the Super Bowl this year, and that has never happened in my life. Nobody has ever thought that before. It's pretty crazy and exciting, and it's so fun. So, yeah. All right. What now? Okay, let's get to coffee, because I've been doing a lot of talking, and it's time.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson.
Coffee's for closers only.
I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee.
Fix you up, calm you down. It's the lifeblood that drives the dreams of champions.
We are still rocking the iced coffee here because there's not much AC in this room. And it's still, even though it just rained and cooled things off, it's still, according to my watch, 82 degrees outside. So iced coffee is the order right now. It's what I ordered. Anyway, last week I had mentioned that I've taken some coffee that Donna Jaworski sent our way. I took it to work, and I've been enjoying it there. And last week I mentioned that on Tuesdays, I only have 1 cup of coffee. I normally have 2 cups of coffee at work, but on Tuesdays I hold that to 1 because I know I'm going to have coffee later. Well, because of Labor Day and I didn't have to work on Monday, today felt like a Monday, and I accidentally had 2 cups of coffee at work, and now I'm having a third. Anyway, I say accidentally, but it's the best kind of accident. Anyway, I did. I'll show you what I had, courtesy of Donna Jaworski. Thank you again, Donna. It's so fun and awesome to reach into that box of coffee and see what I'm drinking, because it's a surprise. Here's what I had today. I had this morning. I had the French toast cinnamon maple syrup flavored coffee. And it was good, smelled good. And then the blueberry shortcake, blueberry and vanilla cream flavored coffee. And I think I like that one a little bit better, actually. But it was wonderful. Right now, my iced coffee is Segafredo. It's just coffee. It's just it's coffee flavored coffee. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, I don't know what I was. Had a brain fart there. Okay, next. Oh, okay. It's my wife bought me something to eat on the show, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, she was ootin' a boot, as they say in Canada, and she came across this item. And as I've said before on the show, it is pumpkin spice season. And I am here for it, as the kids say. I guess everybody says that now. And what do I have? Limited edition Publix pumpkin blondies. Very exciting. Well, that's how much they were. Well, that's kind of... Anyway, it was between this and cupcakes. I think she made the right choice. So now I've got to... Gotta open this up. I don't want to... I feel like I'm going to spill it everywhere. I've got to... there we go. I should have done this prior. This should have been done in rehearsal. This should have been taken care of. All right, here we go. Okay, it doesn't look pretty, but I'm going to be able to get it open now. Or am I? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Let's go back to the close-up. There we go. All right. It is time to eat. Oh, yeah, it smells good. I gotta tell you, it's wonderful, but it's not the most pumpkin-y thing I've ever had. The pumpkin, it's very light on the pumpkin. Some chocolate chips in there. Crumble on top. It's light. It looks like it's very dense, but it's light, and I appreciate that. This would go good with coffee. Hey, wait a minute. From North to Neverland, Welcome in. Delicious. I thought it would be. It's not pumpkin spice though. That's the thing. They were pumpkin blondies. They weren't pumpkin spice blondies. There it is. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So I guess, but well, what am I saying? It's good. I liked it. Thumbs up. I give it a B plus. If I'm grading it, and I guess I am. I don't know. All right, 7:20. Let's play our game. Okay, everybody, this is Chrono Photo. It's a game online. We play it here every week. We're going to be showing 5 pictures. We have to guess in which year each picture was taken. We can guess anywhere from the year 1900 to 2023. That's the span. Those are the years. It's one of those years in that time span. 1900 to 2023, somewhere in there. Let me make it a little bit, there we go. A little bit bigger, and I'll zoom in on it. The closer we are to the correct year, the more points we get. We get 1,000 points for a bullseye. So a perfect score would be 5,000 points, and we've done that. We've done it with the help of Google. I maybe have done it without. I'm not sure anymore. Anyway, I like to try without. That's my preference. So whatever your guess is, put it in the chat, and we'll try to go for a perfect game. And even if we don't get a perfect game, we'll have fun playing. Okay. First picture. Let me go here, and I'd be lying if I didn't see this immediately. Well, first, let me just zoom in on this line of gentlemen here. They look old-timey. They are certainly... there are no cars on the road. I see horses and maybe a buggy. Maybe there's a car. I don't know what that is. Anyway, they're in front of the Hotel America. But what I want to draw your attention to is at the top of the picture. Driving crowd through 15th Street. And then somebody wrote a date on there. Now, I don't know if it's accurate, but this might be from March 28th, 1908. Or 2008, but I'm guessing it's 1908. But I'm going to allow everybody their guess in the chat. I'm gonna zoom out. Driving crowd through 15th Street. So are these policemen on horseback, and they are wrangling these people like they're cattle? Is that what this is? To get them off the street where there are no cars? I don't know what's going on. It doesn't matter. It's from 1908. Well, Jay says 1908 is my guess. It's kind of mine too. Chris, welcome in. So you know what? We don't have to dilly-dally here. What is it? I just want to make sure. Double check. 1908, right? Yeah. We're going to guess whoever wrote that on the picture knew what they were talking about. 1908. Survey says. Yeah, it was 1908. And we got 1,000 points. Let's go to the next picture. Okay, not as easy. I don't see a date on this one, but there are clues. This looks to be a militia of some sort. Perhaps Russia or the Soviet Union, or I don't know. What does his hat say? Ski. Ski. I mean, it could be anywhere in Eastern Europe. I don't, not sure. Is this, that's a weapon, correct? What's the, can we tell what that is back there? I can't. I zoom in and I lose resolution, so. What's on the weapon? Can't tell. But that is some scarf. All right. Well, good luck, everybody, with this one. Our second picture with a lineup of men being driven somewhere, or corralled, or wrangled. Not sure. Well, let's go to the chat. Kelly, welcome in. All right, let's see. I think our first guess is from Mark, who says 1967. We have an 89. Interesting. 93. Mar in Memphis. Always a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Mark's going to change his guess to 88. I'm sorry, that's not allowed. Jay says 75. We have an 85. 77. All of these seem plausible. I guess that's the name of the game, guessing. I guess it kind of looks 80s to me, but I don't really know. Let me look at his this guy's jacket here. This leather, it looks leather. Is that more like, I don't know what fashion is like around the world, but is that more of a 90s look? Maybe it is. Or is it classic Eastern European look from any number of years in a 60-year span? This is a knife. I didn't see that at first. I see it now. All right. Well, I'm stumped, so I'm going to... Oh, Jay says, yeah, go 90s. Oh, okay. Gregory says 76. It could be that, too. I don't know. Let's see, 82, 77, 85, 93. Noah said 93. I'm going to try that. 1993. Survey says 924 points. We did all right there. Great guessing, Noah. That was from 94. I was right about the jacket. We have 1,924 points. Let's go to our next picture. And this is on the surface of Mars. Wear a mask, dude. Okay, good luck, everybody, with this one. There's only one man in this picture. What am I looking at? Let's zoom in on him just to see what's going on here. He's got the whole 9 yards wrapped around him. Literally. Let's see. Zoom in. He's got a bag, I think. A little weapon on a, what do you call that? A bipod. There's two legs on there. Little stand for his weapon. He's wearing camouflage in this environment. I think it makes him stand out more. It's doing the opposite of what you were hoping it would do, dude. Let's see. Oh, I think I see more people down there. I don't know where this is, though. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this guy was getting air quality warnings on his Apple Watch. I don't know where this is. More importantly, I don't know when this is. But there was a photographer there. I turned to the chat. Let's see. I think our first guess is from Noah. In 2011, we have a 2010, 2012, 2013, 2005. Interesting. Okay, we've got it. It's everybody is guessing within the in this century, in the 21st century. 2002. Oh, John comes in with a 91. Okay. I don't really know. I have no clue. I mean, I have a clue, but it's not a good clue. Now, Noah, I went with his guess. He was only 1 year off. So if I went with Noah's guess, but plus a year, I'd go with Donna's guess, which is 2012, which is close to Mr. Fulton Raz's guess. 2013, I like that middle ground there, 2012. Let's go with it. 2012. Survey says 2005. Paul, you nailed it. Well done. Okay, we have 513 points for that. We're at 2,437 points. Picture number 4. Oh, these sweet gentlemen are watering the street, helping it grow. Now, what is this? What am I looking at? I would think... Initially, I'm thinking it's prohibition, but didn't they really do the opposite then? Weren't they hoarding any liquor they had? Unless these guys were feds or proponents of prohibition. Maybe that's what's going on. I see... or if this is alcohol, I'm just assuming it's alcohol. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just water. Unlikely. I don't really know, but there. Let me go back to that. It looks like there's some X's on there. Dos Equis? Probably not. Well, they're posing for the camera. That's for certain. Just about everybody in the picture, well, on the left, is looking at the camera. Well, what's in the bag? I don't know what that is. I can't tell. IOSE? I can't really make it out. So, well, there's a tag on this one. I can't tell. I can't zoom in too much. So Willem Dafoe is in this picture. No. I think I'm wrong about that. Let's see. Well, this guy is super happy. He took a great photo. Look at their hats. When were those popular? In the, 20s? 30s? Late 20s? The guy on the left kind of looks like Oliver Hardy. Not really. Maybe the 30s. And you have the Newsies on the right side there. Let me zoom out. What's that building? I can't tell. It's out of focus. All right. Well, this is a scene from Peaky Blinders. Maybe, I don't know. Rachel Fithian, welcome in. Wyatt Earp, hello to you. An honor. All right, let's see. I think our first guess is from Mark, who says 33. We have a 1919. The Great Sparklets Water Party of 1933. Uh, 33? Couple guesses for that. 36, we have a 1930. Another 33. Well, that's certainly the popular guess, although I see a couple of 1920s in here as well. 28, another 28. Oh, boy. Let's see. We had 3 people that said 1933, a couple of guesses for other years. I'm going 33. Let's see. Well, here we go. 1933 is the guess we're putting in here. Survey says, oh, ouch. 22. Who said that? Did anybody? 1920. 1919. All right. So Mark was close. Jay was close. All right. I'll keep that in mind. For our last picture, we only got 290 points there. We're still having fun. Final picture. Come on. Were they all black and white today? No, they weren't. The one from 94, wasn't it? Okay. Is that a Zeppelin? This looks like downtown Vegas. A little bit. All right. Need to zoom in. Are these just hot air balloons, or are these dirigibles or blimps? Let's zoom in. Is this a parade? Fiat DeLorean. No, I don't know what that says. I can't make that out. Kind of looks like that third sign in the row says gnome, but I doubt that's what it says. Just kind of looks like that. This isn't a great quality picture, which leads me to believe it's quite old. I can't make out much of anything on any of the signs. Are these airplanes? Is this a celebration of things that fly? There are airplanes, it looks, here. Let me go back to the other side. But are these those planes that didn't quite work out? Where is this place? This looks like the set of the silent movie Cleopatra, or something like that. It's very ornate. Got banners and streamers. It looks like inside the land pavilion at Epcot. A little bit. Not really. Yeah, there's Soarin'. And the bathrooms near Soarin'. Sunshine Seasons is right there. Here in the middle, is that supposed to be a hot air balloon? It seems as though this is some sort of air festival or something. What's in the corner? Can't quite tell. Also, here's another clue. Early photography required the people in the photograph to be still because the shutter needed to be open long enough to let in an adequate amount of light in order to take a good image. What I'm seeing here is people perhaps walking and they are blurred, out of focus. So if anything else in the picture didn't give you a clue, I'm thinking this is quite early in the 20th century. Perhaps the earliest, 1900. That's the first year we can guess. I guess that's what I'll say. I don't really know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what I'm looking at. It looks fantastical to me. But let's turn to the chat. I'll keep it zoomed out there while I look here. Our first guess is Mr. Fulton Mraz, back-to-back state softball champions. Well, best of luck to you. I hope you win. USA! That's for you. All right. I think our first guess is from Mark, who says 1909. We have a 1906. 1908, 1910, 1905, 09. It's the Dreamfinder balloon. Yes! 1910. Is this France? I'm kind of thinking it is. 1917. 1892 is too early. But thank you for your guess. Why is there no roof, Marash? That's a great question, because things need to escape. They need to fly. I don't know. That is a very interesting structure, though. I don't know what I'm looking at. 1906. Surfer Girl, welcome in. Good to see ya. I hope you're well. What was our earliest guess? Was it 1906? No, we had 05. I like 05. 06, 05. But most of you guessed a bit later than that, so maybe 05 is too early, but I like it. 06. Let's go 06. 1906 is our guess, and we'll see what that gets us. Survey says 777 points. It was 1909. Did somebody say that? I know I just looked at it for 5 minutes, but I don't remember. Donna said 1909, and she was right. Paul was very close. Jay was very close. John was very close, but Donna was closest. And, well, we got 777 points for that. We ended up with a score of 3,504 points. Not our best, not our worst, but I always have fun playing this, and that's the most important thing. I just like playing Chronophoto with you guys. Hopefully you do, too. All right, I'm going to remove that. Hey, I'm back. I'm going to take an intermission. When we come back, I'm going to talk about Telephone Tuesday and what that is and what it has to do with my top 15 list. All right, so we'll be right back. Enjoy this message from Mr. Pibb.
slow down. Take it smooth and easy.
That came back faster than I thought. One moment, please. All right. This is the Tuesday after Labor Day. And what I found out last year was that day is called Telephone Tuesday. Why, you ask? I don't remember. I have to read. Telephone Tuesday. This is from the website National Today, which I get a lot of my info from as it relates to days to celebrate. So Telephone Tuesday. All right, where do I start? September 3rd is officially a day notorious for surprisingly more phone calls than usual, making itself heard just after Labor Day. Telephone Tuesday is a trendy holiday created based on a clear spike in telephone calls to businesses and organizations. The high number of calls usually flood in, partly due to unmanned telephones during the long weekend. Then comes the many schools which open after Labor Day weekend, blended with the holiday season fast approaching. In addition, it's been uncovered that organized folks attempt to tackle their to-do lists on this day too. And so inbound calls rise up to 50% on this day. Let's see. Okay. So after the long weekend, Monday, not a business day, but a holiday. And I didn't even think about the schools, at least up north, the schools that begin right after Labor Day. So, yeah, Telephone Tuesday. I don't remember exactly what my top 15 list was last Telephone Tuesday, but this year it's going to be about the top 15 events in the history of the telephone. Now, if I told you that I researched this for hours and hours, I'd be lying to you. But I do have a list of 15 things that are kind of notable as they relate to telephones. Now, they're not in dynamic order. They are in chronological order. So we're going to start in 1876 with the first one. Oh, I've got to, before I do that, though, I got to prepare some pictures here. Where are we? Okay, there's that. Oh, I downloaded this and I didn't even use it. Telephone Tuesday! That's all I have. All right, what do we have? Okay, just getting that ready. Here we go. Number 15 in 1876. This is Alexander Graham Bell. While Italian innovator Antonio Meucci is credited with inventing the first basic phone in 1849, and Frenchman Charles Bourseul devised a phone in 1854, Alexander Graham Bell won the first U.S. patent for the device in 1876. So that's the first thing on my list. Number 15, Alexander Graham Bell gets the first patent for the phone in the United States. Number 14, in 1881, the first telephone Yellow Pages directory came out. And this is the only image I could find where it said 1881 on there. I don't know if this is the first one. The New Hampshire Register. But yeah, I Googled it. That's what came up. All right, number 13. Oh, I should probably get this ready. Here we go. Number 13. The first dial phone came out. This is in 1891. And also in 1891, 512,000 phones are now being used in the United States. This image being the first dial phone for you. Here we go. Number 11. We are now in the 1900s. 1915 to be exact. The first, quote, official, unquote, coast-to-coast call. That's wrong. That's the wrong image. I have got these in the wrong order. This is the one I wanted to show. That's Alexander Graham Bell again. The first official... Wait, I missed 12. That's why. Darn it. I had it right. Okay, 12. In 1887, the first coin-operated telephone installed in the Hartford Bank by the payphone's inventor, William Gray. And that's an image of the very first coin-operated payphone. All right, back to Alexander Graham Bell. Number 11. In 1915, the first official coast-to-coast call is made from Alexander Graham Bell in New York City to Thomas Watson in San Francisco. I don't know if this is a picture of that event. It could be. If you Google Alexander Graham Bell, this picture comes up a lot. What's it after 11? Oh, 10. In 1929, Herbert Hoover becomes the first president of the United States with a phone on his desk. Until this time, the president talked on a phone from outside a booth outside his executive office. And there you can see Herbert Hoover with a phone on his desk. I knew I could find it. All right. We are counting down the top 15 events in the history of the telephone because it's Telephone Tuesday. I'm getting way too excited for that. Next, number 9. In 1953, the laying of the transatlantic telephone cable begins. Calls were able to be made to European countries, then eventually the rest of the world. You could see the map there. It went from, I can't see it that well, from Portland, Maine. Actually, it looks like that was a radio relay, and the cable started near Nova Scotia. Is that right? And it went to England. No? Or is that Scotland? I don't know. Anyway, on the right side, you can see part of what that cable looked like. Very thick, many layers. Yeah, that was a cool image. I should really do more research on the things I show. Number 8. In 1958, the Princess phone is introduced. It's the first phone with a lighted dial. It became a part of American pop culture. Yeah. All right. We are counting down the top events in the history of the telephone. We are at number 7. In 1960, the first touch-tone telephones are test-marketed in Findlay, Ohio. These telephones had 10 buttons rather than the 12 buttons of today. Or not really of today, because most phones don't even have buttons, do they? It's a screen. But you know what they mean. I see that. 10 buttons on that phone. And then a place for, I don't know, the police department, like the numbers, important numbers there. A little piece of paper with, or maybe an extension is listed there. Who knows? Number 6, in 1968, 911 is chosen as the nationwide emergency number. The nation's telephone companies agree to make this 3-digit sequence unavailable as an exchange number, and it is now. It took a while for it to catch on. I think that's what this blue sign I downloaded is telling us. Took a while to catch on, but yeah, you can read it. That was in 1968, January 12th, I guess. Number 5. 1972. Motorola demonstrates the cellular telephone to the FCC. People could call each other without wires. The cell phone was born. And I believe the gentleman on the left, and I cannot remember his name, was the champion of the cell phone, and he's a big deal. Big deal in cell phone history. All right. Number 4, in 1985, the fax machine becomes popular. A printed sheet of paper could be sent across telephone lines and received whole on the other end. It's the history of the telephone. Is that a smartphone next to that one? I thought I had a legitimate 1980s picture of a fax machine. Now I'm just seeing is that a smartphone on the desk next to it? Probably. Oh well. I tried. We're counting down the top 15 events in the history of the telephone, and we are now at number 3. Here we go. Number 3, in 1991, caller ID is introduced. Controversial at the time, caller ID has become America's most popular add-on feature. And this is a package, maybe one of the first caller IDs available. I don't remember it being controversial. I guess some people were like, I don't want you to know who's calling you. I want to call you anonymously. I'm assuming people freaked out about that, but it's hard to believe we lived without it. It's not hard to believe, but I wouldn't want to live without it now. I would love knowing who's calling me and when not to get the phone. Number 2, in 1993, the IBM Simon is released. It's considered the first smartphone. It acted as a mobile phone, PDA, and fax machine all in one. It offered a touchscreen, which is the precursor to the Apple iPhone, which would come 14 years later. It sold for $899 in 1993. That's why you didn't see anybody with one. But yeah, I was not familiar with the IBM Simon. Not a clue. But it was out of my price range anyway. Kind of still is. All right, number 1. I just mentioned the iPhone. And in 2007, January 9th, it was announced and released on June 29th, 2007. Apple launches the first iPhone, which integrated a touchscreen display with the best web browsing experience to yet be offered on a mobile device. Years later, it is still the device to which all other smartphones are compared. Yeah, there it is, the top 15 list. Thanks for playing. Can you hear? I've got to watch this live stream back to see if I can hear that myself. I don't hear it through my headphones, but this is what I'm talking about. The Haunted Mansion books. Thanks, Mom. Thank you very much. Hey, PTV's here. Yeah, I got those. Anyway, here's an announcement. I'm a teacher. Many of you know that. And normally, when we would have conference nights at our school, it would be on a Thursday night. This year, they switched it to Tuesday night. And next week is our very first conference night. We have one a quarter. So 4 times this school year, I will have to not do a show because I will be working. So next week, I won't have a show. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I can't wait. Until then, I want to thank you very much for being here. Hope you had fun. Donna, thank you for the coffee. Everybody else, thank you for being here and playing the game and listen to me ramble and talk. So I'll see you next in 2 weeks. Until then, it's time to say goodnight. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.